There we go.
There we go, guys. Well, welcome to everyone to the Elevation Call. We normally do this call. We've done it for years, and then we pause because of Jenny Lesby's lifestyle mindset class that she's doing with Bob Proctor, which is not this weekend. We'll resume that 7 o'clock Central next Sunday. But tonight we get our whole space, even though we're starting an hour earlier. And many of you guys know that we're really in a very exciting time right now, phase 2 for Zalise. And we're excited because we've just seen a lot of you guys. We were actually able to hug you. We just got back from Dallas for this launch. And I have never, in all my years in health and wellness, I have never seen any product quite like Glow, which we're going to share with you guys. But before we get started, I'm going to have Hal go ahead and recognize our top leaders.
This will be changed probably by tomorrow night, but we're super, super proud. I got to take my glasses off of our team who has 6 or 7 on the leaderboard.
6, yeah.
So at 25 is Mercy Gitabu, who we just spent the weekend with. She spent her whole weekend up on the stage, been recognized and sharing, and I'm so proud of her at number 25. At number 23, hanging in there is Beth Trent out of Indiana. At number 22, Ed Keller out of Florida. Eric and Kristen, I don't see them. Are they on the call? I know they're flying.
No, they're flying right now.
They're flying right now. So Eric and Kristen out of Georgia. And then somehow Hal and Lisa are hanging in there on the leaderboard. What did I say? Eric and Kristen at
oh, no, you're
20.
Good. You're good.
And then Hal and Lisa are at 16. Susan and Brian Welch at number 12. And so that's the top of the leaderboard. So congratulations, everyone. Keep it up. I will say that with Glow, things are going to change. And there are going to be people who are on the leaderboard based upon Glow, like getting people enrolled, building this business very fast. And so being on the leaderboard is going to continue to be a real marker as always. But I'm telling you that the United States is about to kick in, one, because Latin America doesn't have Glow. They've been really good. We had a great weekend with the LATAM people, but to be on the leaderboard moving forward, it's going to take some enrollments, guys. It's going to take some serious enrollments in the next couple of months. So just keep it up.
So here's how we're going to do this call. We're going to do first, I want to ask those who just got back from Dallas, invested your time, your money, your resources, time away from your families to actually experience this live. I want to ask you for your number one takeaway.
And let's do this too. Just remember, there's a lot of people that want to share, and we want to try to give them the time to do so. So share from your heart, but let's try to keep it as brief as possible. So who wants to go first? Oh, wait.
Hang on just one second.
They're ready to jump.
So I know you guys are ready. So hold that thought just a minute. We're going to then review the content of what actually happened with regard to product training. And then we're going to talk about the strategy. Where do we go from here? What do we do? What are the options? What are the kits? We're going to talk about that. And then we're going to offer a Q&A time. So write your notes down. If you have questions about anything, we'll actually address those at the end. So Cindy Alvarado, did you want to go?
It's actually Lauren, but yes, I want to go first.
Okay, Lauren, let's hear it.
I am absolutely thrilled that there is a study and there will be white papers and we can actually give details.
Yay.
Absolutely. We're all fired up about that too.
Awesome.
Great point. Yes, Angela.
Okay.
Angela,
you're muted. You're muted. You're still muted.
Okay,
there you
now,
go.
There we go.
You got it.
Well, without a shadow of a doubt, it's a new product. The product itself is just, I know it's going to be awesome. And the fact that we're going to be able to replace maybe another product or two, that was my takeaway. Just
all right.
Awesome.
Great.
Thanks for making the trip, Angela and Lauren and Cindy. Anybody else want to share?
Can I go now?
Yeah. Who is that?
Cindy.
Oh, okay.
Cindy does.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
The takeaway for me is there is a before glow and there's an after glow. The company is going to change drastically because this is going to change
That's so good.
way we present that to our prospects. And we don't have to do the science anymore. The company's done it for us.
That's great. Before glow and after glow.
I
like it.
love that.
I didn't hear that
never
all
thought about-
weekend. That's awesome. That's a great,
Thank you for that, Cindy.
that's a great word tracking there. So.
Okay, Thelma
Let's see, Thelma's
Champion.
next.
Oh, okay, I'm next. For me, it was super excited about the product and just really feel so humbled to meet the whole team, meet the team and be part of a family, be part of a community. So it was twofold. The product, super excited to, change people's lives with it, and to know that we have a big family and a big community, that is there to help us. So real excited.
Thelma, it was awesome to get to see you, and we just appreciate everything you're doing in San Antonio now. So thank you for making the trip.
Hey, Lisa, it's Steve and Jenny.
All right.
Steve and Jenny.
Okay, well, we just kept repeating unbelievable, unbelievable. This product is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. That's just all I
Well,
can
the
say.
believable part of it's the research. That makes it grounded, okay? You can have unbelievable ideas, unbelievable concepts. You can have unbelievable anything, but it is believable when it's research backed. So my takeaway is just from my perspective, simply the research.
And also so much love in that room. I was fed. I needed that. I needed this so bad. Just the love was, it was a spiritual experience almost this weekend. It was wonderful. I just had a great time.
So are y'all done? Because I want to speak to that really quick
Yes.
about what we heard.
Real quick, my takeaway was no preservatives. I think that's
Okay.
huge. With my holistic practice, that's a big plus for me in my world. So, and Jenny Todd thinks that way because I sat by her. She just rubbed off on me and vice versa.
All right. Who's next?
Harbor Blanche is here, okay? And I took away the feeling that everything that Stephen has promised from his thoughts, oh, no, it's not his thoughts, his plans, his passion, everything that he has done since I have known him is coming to fruit. And even with all of the struggles that everyone has had, that my faith in him and this company and all of the people that are involved is just more than ever.
Awesome, Judy. Thank you for that.
Let's see. Susan had.
Susan Everett.
Lisa,
Oh,
Okay. Who's that?
Who's that?
That was Mary Ellen Ziliak.
Okay.
Oh, Mary Ellen.
Go ahead,
Go
Mary
ahead.
Ellen.
Oh, okay. Hi, guys. We are about 4.5 hours out of Evansville, Indiana. We're on the road. I've got Roger with me in the Jeep, and Barb Baumholzer and Connie Grease and myself.
Awesome.
So it's a little noisy, but my takeaway was a feeling of endless possibilities. That's the sense I had for myself, for my team, for the whole company. I feel like it's a brand new chapter that I keep wanting to turn the page to see what's happening next, because it's endless. So that's my takeaway. And I got, you guys got anything? No, we're good. And I got a quiet back seat and a driver, so we're all in agreement. It's endless. We just got to do it, one foot in front of the other.
Fantastic, Mary Ellen, and Richard Simmons driving that vehicle.
Oh man.
Yes, he is.
Yes, I am.
There's some pictures of Roger Ziliak coming up on this screen sometime pretty soon, I promise.
Thank you,
That
guys.
was amazing.
A lot of money, yeah.
We didn't hear that last part. I think
Thank you.
I'm gonna get. Let's
No,
go.
we're just signing off. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Be safe.
Susan Everett, we're coming
Yeah,
back to you.
My big takeaway was just how excited somebody, the science geek of the company, can get about a product. I mean, when Dr. Mariella Weintraub is giddy over a product, it's pretty cool. So that's awesome to see personally excited about the product itself, the science behind it, the white papers, all of that kind of stuff that's going to just make it great for us. That was cool. I love that.
Awesome. Anybody else want to share?
Rockmeister family, Jean and I, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, hey.
Hey, Lorena, on the road.
Hi.
Hey,
We
we're-
are
We're
a
in,
while out.
yeah, we're in your backyard. We're
Yeah.
going up 67 north through Arkansas.
Okay,
Be
be
careful.
safe.
Yeah, well, and my takeaway was family. It felt like a family, and I can't wait to bring more people.
Family
in
members.
To, you know, as a business, but also a family that I'm actually proud to introduce this family.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You know, so that's mine. I
Yeah.
don't know, Jean.
My innovation or my takeaway was the innovation and leadership that we had. You know, I mean, Steven's got it down. I mean, he's looking at, you know, future products. I mean, what he was talking about up there, and, you know, unbelievable. I'm excited. Really am excited.
The leadership, even the ones that came in from Columbia, were very inspiring. It was really good. So
Well, awesome.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very much.
Y'all be safe.
Oh, Shelley Johnstone.
Real quick, Mark and I
Mark, I
wanted
see
to
Mark in the
say,
back.
Mark and I wanted to say, Zalise is more than just a CBD company. And that really resonated through every day that we were there.
And you had some team members there too, Shelley.
I'm sorry?
You had some team members there. How fun is that?
And all that, my hands are hurting from all the texting I've been doing on the drive home.
There you
Oh,
go.
I'm not joking either. I'm gonna have to use topical, but the Peru people are responding back to me. The point of contacts that I made while in Peru are responding back. So
That's
That's
great.
fantastic.
awesome Peru people.
How exciting. Anybody else want to share?
We've got
Takeaway?
a few more people.
Yeah, I have many takeaways, but I'll share the love, the kindness, the realness of the people. It was so real. It was so, everyone was so loving, and I just felt so at home. Like, you know, I just felt like I told Lisa on the bus to the lake or back, I said, I really do. I felt, you know, this is where I belong, this company. And I really do feel that. And I came home and my husband was like, how was it? I was like, I cannot even describe it. It was beautiful. So I've been on the phone texting everyone, telling them they need to get on this product. And so they're like, what's the science behind it? I'm like, who cares about the science? Just get on this product. You're gonna lose weight.
That's what I say.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know the science. I know it's there, but come on, just get the product. That's all. But it was fun. Yeah.
And Mercy, I just want to point out and shout out to you and your sponsor, Lisa Hall. You know, it took a lot of courage to get on that plane and come all the way from California for people that you've never met, a sponsor that you've never met, and a company that you really didn't know a whole lot about. And we just wanted to keep you. We love you, and we're so grateful that you're part of our team.
I knew I was going to want to bring you home with us, and we let you get on the plane, but nonetheless, next time you got to be careful. If you don't bring your husband,
now you have to come. You have to come to San Diego. So
that's right. That's right. Yeah, we got a West Coast tour coming up here pretty soon.
Yep, come visit San Diego.
Right.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mercy. Anybody else want to share?
Lisa, this is Lisa.
Her sponsor, Lisa Hall.
So a couple things, because everybody's taken everything, right? I don't want to repeat. So there was two things that struck me that maybe people didn't catch that I really thought would be good to know is the annulose, the sugar substitute. To find a healthy sugar substitute in today's world is very, very difficult. And the fact that it's filtered through the kidneys and the liver makes it very safe for diabetics. So a lot of these products are never good for diabetics. And there's somebody that really has trouble losing weight. So I think that's something that you can really take and put in your little arsenal to use. And then secondly, I've been strategy since yesterday morning, obviously. And I made up my mind I'm going to double dip. So every package of Glow I send out to, I'm going to send a Lachey sample pack with it. Because you know, as you feel better and you lose weight, you get healthier, you get Glow on the inside and outside, kind of what somebody else said, before and after. So, okay, that's all.
Thanks,
Awesome,
Lisa.
Lisa. Great. So send with a Lachey sample
So we're
kit.
still on volunteers at this point. Hint,
Hey,
hint.
I was just virtual,
Yes, Jack.
Yes.
but Dan and I were very struck by the afterthought that was providential in our minds, that that the test people did not know they were on a weight loss test.
Right.
So, you know, people will say, well, you know, they probably changed this or changed that. No, they changed nothing. So imagine if they did change something.
Right.
Absolutely.
So
Jack,
we
that's-
just felt like that was huge.
Thank you
That's
for
great. Thank
sharing.
you.
And also thank you for doing the virtual.
Yeah, for those of you, we want to honor those of you who were at the virtual, of course. And thank you, Jax, for sharing. And we're going to give a chance for those who were on virtual as well to share. Any more who are actually live that want to voluntarily share, because, like I'm saying, hint, hint, there may be some non-volunteer calls here in a second.
Christy.
Oh, I didn't call anybody. I didn't call anybody out, but I was looking right at.
I did.
Okay.
The authenticity of everyone there, and it was just a force of who can we help with this product. It was about this is going to be monetarily a blessing to us. However, the purpose is all I can think of is how many people this was going to help.
That's great.
Christy, and I want to shout out to you as well. She came all by herself. Your team wasn't there. Your upline, your sponsor.
You're my team.
We are your team always, but it takes courage. She flew all the way to Dallas by herself. And Christy, I'm so grateful because I'd not gotten to meet you live either.
And I'm looking around the room on Friday night because we had a little meeting on Friday night as people were arriving, and we went from 30 to 32 to 35 up to 40, over 40. And most of the people, and then there were some people who aren't on our team who were listening in. And I look over here to my right about a little ways through, and I see Christy, and I'm like, I don't even know who that is. You know, it's like, I'm like, who is that? Well, it was Christy. And of course, we know who you are now. And so
I recognize Lisa. I mean, I'm like, I wonder if I should text her. And then I'm like, there she is. Like an angel.
So good.
Appeared in the lobby. She knew I was coming.
I absolutely did. I know, I could see your beautiful face. So I'm really, really proud and grateful that you came. Anyone else want to share live comments? Anyone want to take takeaways, share takeaways from the virtual?
I will.
Oh, Beth, you wish you were virtual.
Actually live. You and Greg both were.
Yes, we were live.
Okay.
It was amazing just getting to meet all these people, and the product is amazing. I'm so excited. I've already been kind of brainstorming with Shelley about we're working on things we can do, to get this out here, because I think it's going to be a huge opportunity to help a lot of people.
Absolutely. Thank you for that.
Greg?
And Greg, do you want to share anything?
If Howard will let me talk.
Yeah. I'll look into that word.
All right. No, I didn't. I just had a blast. This was Beth and I's first time to go to a fest of any sort. We didn't get to make the last Spring Fest that was in Vegas, but we had a blast putting faces with names and voices and things like that, hearing all the testimonies that come from our little group that we had, meeting, everybody talking, was very eye-opening. And this new product that's coming out, the one lady said a while ago, it gives her a vision, and it really does that. Our sight and Stephen's sight and knowledge and abilities can take this company to just monstrous heights. There's no end to it, They just keep producing more and more and new and more, and it's going to be awesome.
Thank you, Greg.
Awesome, Greg.
Yes, thanks.
Anybody else who was live? that we're not seeing here?
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Anybody on virtual? Because I know a lot of people on virtual who, anybody want to share from that?
Okay, then you guys know it all now.
So, so I wanted to mention just one thing that I hope you guys will, I know you'll, are you going to do in those background things? Do not.
I want you guys to see this is just what I'm going to show you for about 2 minutes. For those of you guys who weren't there, just stop being weird. Look at the indications for the new product. Okay, I'm going to move out of the way, and I just want you to take a look at what we can claim. There's actually 32 benefits of this product, and these are the first 4 that we can market. Okay, can you guys see that? So weight management. We also have healthy immune system. We also have, I'm reading this backwards. What is this? Stress management and able to sleep if you're restless or sleepless. So those are the 4. It's sleep, weight, immune system, and stress management. And so just to make Hal feel better, I'm going to go with none.
Thank you.
So there you go. So
can I talk about what I was going to talk about?
Please do. Go right ahead.
So what Steve and Jenny were talking about, and several other people have, as we were leaving the session this morning, literally like just going out at the very end of the event, as we were walking out, we ran into Steven. And of course, we spent the whole weekend with him. And, you know, here's what he said. He said that the CEO of the company, needed to feel what we felt. It filled him up. We, the ambassadors that were there weren't many ranks, guys. You know, there weren't new nationals, there weren't new diamonds, there weren't new presidentials, there weren't new ranks, which normally at our festivals, there's, you know, people going across the stage, all that stuff. But during the pandemic, it's been tough. It's been tough. But what we felt there and what we saw there is that not only do we have a great product, but we do have a family, and we have a family in Zalise that knows we have a mission together because of the products that we have. And we have the leadership, the mentorship, the vision to really have an important thing that we offer to the world, really important for health, but also a financial platform that gives people hope. And it's not fast money, it's consistent. But Stephen actually said to us, he said, guys, I needed this. And when we gave as ambassadors, I really believe we gave our CEO and his wife, he and Angie, the gift of our presence, the gift of our enthusiasm, the gift of our love for one another. And I can tell you, for our team who gathered on Friday night, we didn't see anything else like that. We didn't see the extra time that you guys put in to be in a meeting like that, to gather around in the lobby. You know, for us, it was just a beautiful, beautiful thing to hear your stories of how the products had impacted you. And so, you know, I can tell you 100%, I love Glow. I think we're going to tear it up, life-changing. I'm not a big science guy. I'm about product, like results, right? Results. What's it doing? But the biggest thing for me, honestly, was getting to meet some of you that I've never met before, to spend time with you, to just look in your eyes and hear your story, to stand there with you, to see your smiles, and know that we're on the same mission. It's not just about the connection with other humans, but it's the fact that we're really on the same mission. We have the same purposes. We're trying to, all of us have hopes and dreams, and we're all working hard and striving for those different things. And we're doing it together. That was my big takeaway. You guys were my takeaway. And so many of you, I'm not going to go into individual moments and stories and the things you overcame to be there. Some of you popped in for a second, and it was a sacrifice for you to be there, and people in your life sacrificed to give you the time and space to do that. Just so many things like that. And so anyway, that was my takeaway.
Well, and the Friday night event, for those of you guys who were there, really filled our souls. I mean, I can't tell you how much it meant to me to hear 40 stories of people whose lives have been changed by the first chapter of Zalise. And so it's very exciting to think that now we're going to just be able to multiply our impact, not just in the marketplace, but in just individual lives. And so that's kind of why we wanted to kind of run through just information, some of you guys got this in virtual, so we're not going to go into 100% detail, but I did want to cover just some of the basics of the product. We're going to cover what the kits are. We're going to talk a little bit about strategy because we have literally 4 days left this month. And I want you to check out where is your volume right now, because you guys have a tremendous potential to be able to think about ranks that you can hit by the end of September, and then what ranks we want to achieve in October as well. So, yeah, what I loved about this is that this product has the most advanced plant genetics in the entire hemp industry. And this is still a precision spectrum product, but there's 4 cannabinoids. Just for your information, it's CBD, CBDV, THCV, and CBG. And those people who've been on Ultracell, this has 3 times the amount of CBD in it. And that's kind of why we're really thinking that most people are going to want to transition from CBD over to the Glow product. In addition, it has less than 0.1% THC, which is extremely low. It's way lower than the legal limit, and it's why we've never had anybody that's failed a drug test.
But as Gabe Edinson said from stage, and he's consistently said, it's still an important part of the entourage effect of what makes the plant work. So it's just there. It's there as a part of the whole entourage effect.
And there is some CBG in this, but he said, they said it's really not enough to replace the CBG that you're taking as an ultra CBG product. And so in my mind, what Hal and I are going to do is exactly what we've done with Rev. We're replacing our morning CBD and taking that with CBG, and then taking CBD in the afternoon instead of taking another one of the sticks.
Can I make a comment?
Please.
So again, I'm going to go back to the basic science. I always like to keep the science basic. We don't know what it's going to do for you. Everybody's different. Everybody has different we all have fingers. We have different fingerprints, right? And same with how these products impact you, how your receptor sites receive the products. So there is no sweeping, this is this and this is that. So again, we believe that it's important for you to purchase the products, try them, move them around a little bit and see what they do for you as far as comparing what you've had. So
excellent.
Okay, sorry, real quick, Lisa, repeat what you were thinking you were going to do.
See,
Shelley, let's come back to this at the end, just because this is a little bit more of the detail of what we're going to start taking. So hold that thought and we'll come back to it. Is that okay? Because what I want to talk about just kind of is in order of how they presented the information. This is, as was mentioned, this is a clean label. It's the cleanest label in all the entire line, which means there are 0 preservatives. It's a GMP product, which means it's good manufacturing principles. It's actually certified by the NSF, which is, I just know a little bit of this from nutrition. This is a certification that's required for any professional athletes to take a product, which is really kind of was interesting to me. It has 2 clinical studies on it, a pharmacokinetic study, which kind of showed how it's absorbed in the blood, and then also the NIH funded study that we're going to talk a little bit about. And it has a third-party expert review that is additional, that is going to be information is going to be trickling in from a third party that was hired to do a secondary review of the information as validation, which I've never heard of in a study. So that's for those of you guys who work with skeptics or who are skeptics, there is no better validation than having, not just a double-blind placebo-controlled clinical study, but then the data that's been scrutinized by a third party. So that's kind of a double certification, if you will. The other thing to write down is micro-encapsulated. So this is a proprietary processing method that makes it hyper-absorbable. You can actually, and we're going to talk about this, you can mix it with 2 ounces of water. You can actually dump it in a shake, or as Hal and I did,
just dump it under your tongue.
Pixie stick
like
it
a pixie stick
under your tongue. We actually,
oh yeah, we got to sample.
We sampled it. We split one And it tasted, I thought it tasted good. We dropped it right under the tongue. I actually took mine about an hour before lunch and literally had no appetite whatsoever for lunch, which is very unusual for me in a, you know.
Yeah, she's usually starving.
I'm usually
'cause we don't
starving.
eat breakfast.
So that was really interesting. So it's very high bioavailability. And this is a proprietary blend. Here's where the details of what's in it come in handy. Green tea extract, bamboo extract, a functional spice blend, and write this number down, 12.5 milligrams of cannabinoids per serving, which is 3 times what we have in our Ultracell product. And it matches exactly what was used in the 90-day double-blinded clinical study.
Matches exactly the study. It's not something different than what was in the study as far as what's in each pack.
And what Lisa referred to, Lisa Hall, about the allulose is the name of the sweetener. It's 70% the sweetness of sugar, but it's very rare and it's keto friendly. The kidneys remove it, as she said, and so, which is great because Lisa's a physician. She knows all about this stuff. Inulin is another ingredient, and the natural acai flavor that's in CBG. So that's the delivery system. And one stick has that 12.5 milligrams of cannabinoids. And the packets are individual. So there's 30 packets in a box. Was that the coolest marketing ever?
So easy.
It was.
Carry it in my pocket, you know, whatever. So
Here's another thing.
matter of fact, I did carry a cup.
Carry it in your pocket. Take this in the morning. So that's what the study was done with, is a morning dosage. And you can take another stick during the day. They didn't actually say what time, but I know with Ultra Rev, it gives me a lot of energy. So it interfered with my sleep to take it much later than noon. So just kind of keep that in mind. But there's no more confusion about serving sizes because one stick is the packet that was used in the clinical study. Does that make sense? Hopefully. So just for those of you who really want to know more about the research, this was a double-blind, placebo-controlled clinical study, which originally we had our numbers wrong. It was 100 people in the active product group divided into 1 pack a day and 2 packs a day. And it was 20 plus 25 people in the placebo group. And so when they say 100 out of 100 people lost weight, that's the 2 groups that were in the product, that were taking the product. And nobody knew what was active product and which was placebo.
So can I just stop? So it wasn't just a weight loss study that they didn't know they were taking. It was because they knew what these cannabinoids potentially could do. The company, us, that made them, we had an idea of what they might do. So they weren't just looking for, oh, is this going to work for weight loss? They also knew to be looking for inflammation markers, not the people who took it, but we were hoping to see this because we knew what the kind of history of the cannabinoids might do blended together. And sure enough, they got several results, right?
Right.
So.
And so that's really, really what separates Zalise phase 2 from phase 1 is we've had amazing stories, which were Friday night shared. And then as of the rest of the life of Zalise, we actually have a double-blinded clinical study. It was funded by an NIH Small Business Innovation and Research Grant. So just for those of you who want to know, there will be a white paper within several weeks. I talked to Marielle Weintraub myself, and she said probably within 3 weeks, she will have a summary of the study. And that white paper will obviously be something that will be shared a lot. But the third-party independent statisticians and chemists that review the data gives us an additional layer of validation, which does not exist, to my knowledge, in the network marketing industry. It's really not about direct selling at this point. And the benefits, the 4 benefits that I just showed you guys, was one of the slides: weight management support, promotes healthy immune system, helps with situational stress, and it aids sleep during restless nights. So those are 4 out of 32 benefits that they've seen in the study. They will be adding benefits as those statisticians check off on them. So that's another thing that we have to look forward to. So 125 subjects in 3 groups, 90 days of treatment, 100 out of 100 lost weight compared to placebo. 1 serving a day had an average of 18 pounds in 90 days of weight loss. 2 servings a day of the sticks had an average of 22 pounds of weight loss. And abdominal circumference, which is the most important marker of mortality, significant reduction in abdominal circumference, an average of 2.4 inches. Percent change in hemoglobin A1C, which is a long-term marker of blood sugar. They decreased by 0.48, which can move you from a pre-diabetic to a non-diabetic state. And overall, there was an average of 0.2% change in hemoglobin A1C, which is a significant finding. Significant reduction in body mass index, significant improvements in sleep quality, significant decrease in 5 inflammatory markers, and which you guys, they made a special point, Marielle did, of saying that inflammation is linked to every single disease that exists. Inflammation alone can kill you. So the fact that we have 5 different inflammatory markers that all went down is very significant. And so the marketing part of this is called the Ultra Glow Challenge. It's going to be a 90-day start to a better you. And so they have really all of the intellectual property around the genetics of the plant, around the way to manufacture the plant. All of this is actually locked up by Zalise. Hop in if you need to. Okay. And so this study was done at Mayo Clinic, and Stephen recommends sampling 3 to 5 people a day. We're not going to have to lead with science anymore, which was already stated. And the theme is going to be a very fun and playful marketing strategy. Come to my glow party, glow up to go up. And as Cindy had said, you know, before and after glow, there's a lot of fun ways that we can market this. But what they're going to do is they're going to have a day 1 photo, and then do 90 days later, have an after photo, and have a lot of these challenges going on to reward people who are doing the 90-day challenge to help people improve their health.
I think interesting, the 90-day challenge is happening during Thanksgiving and Christmas. Just
So,
saying.
Start date, October 18th. And the question was asked, can you take this new product Glow in a hot beverage? The answer is don't boil it, but you can take it in a hot beverage. And this does replace Rev. So that was one of the things that this will actually replace. It's a more advanced version of Rev. And but we still want to take CBG. Okay, so that's really, that's the information we have
When you
about
say
product.
still take CBG, like we would do away with other things. So again, we've been teaching, and the way I promote this and the way I talk when someone asks me, how do I take it? Like I sold a CBG to a guy I played golf with and didn't have coffee with that I had just met. And so to get him started, it was a CBG. He might have gone with Rev, but he's a high metabolism guy. He didn't really need that. And so we went with CBG. But the point is that that's the base. That's like building, that's the building blocks, right? Mm-hmm. So this product, Glow, is the building block like CBD and Rev is. And then CBG is also a part of that building block set. This is not a marketing thing. This is a science thing. That's as far as I take the science. These are the 2 basics, you know? So this is the same thing as that. Are we still taking Bliss? Absolutely. On the call home today, Lisa got a call from someone who reached out to her from one of her Facebook Lives recently. And that person, she got started on CBD, CBG. She made it clear she did not need to lose weight. And so we're getting her a foundation of CBD, CBG, but because she has some anxiety issues, we added to her order, her first order, Bliss. So same principle, CBD, CBG, but we're going to go with Glow. And then the other products are still good to add and use and so forth. So
And I'm just noticing in the chat that Dr. Weintraub might have said that it's 6 times the amount of CBD in this new product. So we'll clarify that, but we just know that it's a lot more. So here's some of just the word tracking that Stephen gave to us, and Hal and I had a conversation on the way home that he is a little bit more focused on health. Stephen Thompson is very focused on the weight loss aspect of this product, which is an enormous industry. So what he said is, do you or anyone you know want to lose some weight? That's exactly how he's approaching it. It's very simple. And he said 100 out of 100 people lost weight in a study that my company was just working with, where people didn't even know it was a weight loss product. And he emphasized that we need a 90-day commitment in order to get people using that 90-day window, which is so much better than, hey, let me see if I feel it with a 2-week sample and I'll get back to you, right? We've all experienced that before. So this is a 90-day window. That's how long the study was. It takes time for things to work in the human body. There were no negative side effects in the study. And as Lisa said, this is actually excreted by the kidneys. So 100 people in that study took the extract, 25 did not. They were in the placebo group. And anyway, this is the most advanced product that is now backed by a double-blind clinical study in a very fun and playful method of sharing. And we own the intellectual property worldwide in the direct selling market. So that is really what's exciting, is that not only is this going to help a massive amount of people from not just the weight loss, but the side benefits, 4 that we can share now, up to 32 that we'll be able to share in the future. And it's a product that's pricing is amazingly cheap in the world of weight loss. So those of us who launched Ultracell originally, we launched it with a 30 ml bottle, which now is a 2-month supply for us. That bottle retails for $149 and it wholesales for $99. That is the price that a 30 ml glow is going to be as
31
well.
31 packages, 31 mini packs, right?
30 packs and 30
31.
packs in a box. So it's the exact same pricing, which is so interesting that it's very simple. You don't have anything new to remember, that it's literally, we're starting all over again with a product that works very powerfully, that is clinically proven to be safe and effective for weight loss and all these other benefits. So the pricing is great. We wish that we could have gotten our hands on it due to supply chain issues. The product will probably ship in 2 weeks or maybe sooner, but for sure it won't. He gave us the date of 10/11, starting the challenge on the 18th, and then auto ships in a few weeks afterwards. But here's the most important part. Here's the takeaway, guys, is that right now we have access to what's called a show special. And that's a very special, very deeply discounted product grouping in what we call silver or gold. And the gold show special is $9.99, which is 500 in business volume. And that is 16 bags of glows with 36 in them. So it's a buy 10, get 6 free when you get gold. So it's 16 different seeds, if you will, to start people on this weight loss product. And if you do the math, it's over $1,400 in profit potential, because remember, these are deeply discounted. You can actually sell these for $149 per month. That is the highest retail value. There's no limit on that through Monday night at midnight Eastern. Tomorrow night. The other option is silver for $4.99 or 250 BV. That is a buy 5, get 2 free. So there's a total of 7 different boxes of glow that you're going to get for $4.99. And if you do the math, that's over $500 in profit. So the silver for 250 BV or the gold for 500 BV is what currently enrolled ambassadors can order for. If you want to enroll somebody new that is not yet a member of Zalise, there's a $99 enrollment in the back office. You enroll them just exactly the way you would anybody else, and then go to their back office and pick a silver or a gold kit to help them to actually get in first and then add that BV to their order.
Hey, Lisa.
Yes, ma'am.
If you go to the website and go to join, go to enroll, that gold kit is actually there as an option. It does not have listed on it the $99 membership fee, but it is there as an enrollment pack.
Okay. Well, then,
So we need clarification on that is what I was asking.
Okay.
Or
yeah, so
$99 somewhere else, you know?
yeah, absolutely. Well, if we can enroll in their system with their kit, then Zalise will help us figure it out. But what I have always done, and this is the way that Stephen Thompson trained us, is if you go to organization in your back office and then graphical genealogy, you can choose exactly where you want to position people. And that's really the way that you'll find the $99 enrollment that you can then go back and their back office and then choose the kit.
Yeah, good question. We're not going to go in depth on that tonight. If you need help with that, if you don't understand it and you have someone you're ready to enroll that way, let us know. We'll help you if you don't know how to do that.
All right, guys. So that is really what the notes that I have on Glow. And so the strategy really from a rank standpoint is to max out over the next, I did hear Stephen mention that he might even consider going longer than Monday night. And so those of you guys who know how to check your volume, you want to see where are you and have you done the work to activate your network, your current users, people who might be wanting to use this product. The way to find them, I'm telling you guys, Susan Everett is the one that gets extra credit. She's already done a live on this. I'm so proud of you, Susan. But you guys, doing a Facebook Live is a hack. I know very little about social media, but I know that when I get on Facebook Live, it notifies everybody that I'm friends with that I'm actually doing a live. And I've had people that if you keep it brief, if you say the right words, like, which is weight loss, you can talk about all those things that we have been approved to say with this product and just be excited about it. You will find that there are people that you will never, ever put on your list that are going to contact you. I just got contacted several times this past week by doing just one Facebook Live. So I would start with a live, just force yourself to do it. Just screw it up royally, be embarrassed.
Yeah, and catch your partner, your spouse, whoever eating in the background, like Lisa does on me pretty often. And you get all kind of comments like, why is Hal always eating when you're doing your live and goofy stuff like that? Again, it doesn't matter. Just do it. You just do it.
That's right.
So.
Okay, so now is the time for you guys to be able to ask questions. And some of you guys are now
Cindy
experts.
and Lauren, yours is still not muted unless you're.
Did you guys have another question? No.
Okay.
Okay.
I have one.
Yes, Angela.
For those of us who don't need to lose weight, should we not take it?
That's a great question. And you know the answer?
I do know. Yes, take it. See what it does. Again, this is not a weight loss product. It's just what happens with the people who needed to lose weight. It is, what's the word?
Adaptogen.
Adaptogen. All of the hemp plant is an adaptogen. Your body, like the fingerprint, knows what it needs. When you provide this product with it, just like the others, your body recognizes a need or not. If you take it for 30 days and you're not getting the result, like, you know, if you're losing weight and you don't need to, guess what? This product isn't for you, right? But most likely your body, because it's an adaptogen, is going to do everything else, but not cause you to lose weight. Does that make sense? Because it's not created to be a weight loss product. All right. I want to be clear, though that's what happens for the people who need it. This was not created to be a weight loss product. That's why I am not like going to get stuck on this being as big as the weight loss industry is. I'm not getting stuck on this being a weight loss product. I'm just saying it's more than that.
So if we, based on what you just said earlier, that the verbiage, the language to use was leading with weight loss.
It's fine. It's fine because it's such a big industry. You know, I'm just saying it's a huge industry. And for many people that piques their interest immediately. But for other people go, oh, if you emphasize weight loss, they go, I don't need that. I don't need to lose weight. They turn their ears off.
Yeah.
They just stop listening. And that's why I believe we need to promote it as much more than that without going into. That's just my take on it.
So what we're talking about is marketing positioning.
Right.
If that makes sense. So the marketing positioning is really just how are we going to market this so that we don't have to, remember we started with CBN and CBC, and then we decided we wanted to position them as Bliss and R&R because it's marketed on what it does. This one doesn't necessarily make you glow, but it's the marketing positioning. And so Hal and I were having this conversation that I want to position this as a weight loss product because I've had experience with that. I know people will buy it because it's cheap for weight loss. People spend hundreds of dollars per week to lose weight. This is wholesale $99 a month or $149 retail. So
that's going to make you money. You're thinking about it just for you, but as far as a business model and a marketing and taking it to the world, we keep it simple.
Right.
Okay. We just don't dive deep anymore into science. This is our new get the people inside the door of product use with Zalise. And then over time, they'll hear Dr. Todd, they'll hear Lisa, they'll hear Dr. either one of the two Dr. Lisas and other people, Marielle, Weintraub, they'll hear that once they get inside the door. But I promise you that people in my world, if I give them too much information, they never get inside the door. They never get inside the door. And that's where we've been stuck for a long time, is too much information.
Yeah, great point. So a couple of comments here. Julia said, they said that the people who didn't need to lose weight did not. That's absolutely right. I'm not sure how Julia got away with not commenting on her takeaway.
She just did.
And then Jenny Offerman said, I enrolled a gold and there wasn't an enrollment fee on the gold pack. And that's great.
Great.
Just you guys, when you enroll somebody, just verify that it's enrolled, that there's volume in your back office. Just make sure that you're following. I thought honestly, there was a couple of times that it almost crashed the system. There were so many orders.
People were ordering.
So just follow up, make sure that your orders are actually registered. Go to orders, all orders in your back office, and just make sure that you can track your order and your people's orders and that kind of thing.
And any more questions? We've got, we want to honor your time. Yes.
I have a question.
Yes, Brian.
Number one, where is this going to be placed into our presentation?
We don't know yet.
Okay.
Brian, my opinion is that it's going to be a glow presentation.
Yeah.
That we're going to lead with this product, and it's going to be a very different presentation. It just takes forever to make that happen.
And Stephen did say this morning, he talked about getting that stuff ready, getting it ready to go. And, it's all a process, and it would have been wonderful if they had a planned presentation to deliver with the product. Yeah. But you guys got to remember that we are still very much a baby company. The corporate staff literally just came back to office to work from office a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
They just brought them back to the office. And so from this pandemic thing. So
also, second question, when you guys were talking about the weight loss one way or the other, either way, was there any other evidence spoken of outside of an appetite suppressant? Because losing weight's just math. You take in too much, you gain, you lose some. So did anyone else talk about a higher metabolism, the metabolism up or anything like that? Or was it just appetite suppressant?
So a great question. People ask a lot about the mechanism of weight loss. And if you Google THCV, that would be the thing I would do, because THCV has been shown to, in many people, help suppress appetite, suppress sugar cravings. But we called it Ultra Rev because it revs the metabolism.
Right.
That's really why it's called Rev. And so there is a metabolic component that tends to clean up blood sugar, clean up the immune system, and decrease inflammation. So, it's really not just about being an appetite suppressant.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy about this. It's so many things. It's hard to just pinpoint it as
And
one.
as far as time went, this weekend. We had one day, okay, to do so much
Right.
at this event, and there will be more information that comes out for us to work with.
And as you know, those of you guys who've been involved in launches, these launches take weeks, months, and years to fully distribute. Of course, you know, that doesn't mean we won't have another product to launch, but
Oh, we will.
this is going to be $1 billion brand, and it's going to take us a minute in order to understand it fully. But we wanted you guys to know everything we knew, just as we did before. And so that's a great question.
Other questions?
Yeah, I have one question. Lisa, can you send us something that you read that Stephen gave that starts with, do you know anyone? Do you or anyone you know lose weight? I like that part, you know, just to use it like for an ad or Facebook post or something.
Yeah, I will post that on Team Unlimited.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, thank you. Anybody else questions? Are you guys, those of you who were not at the virtual and that were not at the live event, what do you think?
No, there's getting some hand clapping.
You guys, I see Ted. Yeah, is that thumbs up?
They're giving hand claps and thumbs up.
Okay, awesome. Because you guys, to me, this is, Julia, last question for you, girl. Takeaway, you were there.
I was blown away by the amount of money this company spends on making sure that the product we have to market for them is top standard. I mean, I've been in other multi-level marketing businesses and also nutritional ones at that, and they never spent this kind of money on making sure that we have a tool here in our hand that it proves it. We don't have to prove it. We don't have to, you know, say, well, this is what happened to me and this is what happened to them. It's here. This is what the study said. This is proof. I don't have to try to convince them if they don't want it. Hey, nothing's going to convince them.
Right.
And that's invaluable.
Thank
Awesome.
you. Thank you.